couple weeks ago, we had one of our local guys who came in and wanted to rent the Warrior to build a little bit of cross-country time. He rented it and, got it up in the air, got his cross-country time, flew to this airport and rented a hangar because, in North Dakota, it's like 12 degrees outside. So he wanted to keep it warm. Went and had dinner with his friends, his buddies, and then came back and asked them to pull the airplane out. And when they did, apparently what had happened was the tug had slipped off of the front wheel where it was attached to, kind of rolled into the side of the tug. It hit the wing and it kind of cracked the cowling on the front a little bit. Fortunately, when it hit the wing, it hit it right where the fuel cell is, and it didn't hit any of the other stuff, just right where the fuel cell is. So he kind of calls me, he's freaking out a little bit, not sure what to do. The night manager also called me and kind of told me the situation, told me that he had a mechanic coming over there just to make sure that the airplane was safe to fly back, and did the inspection, and it turns out it was good to go. So he had a little bit of a delay to come back, but everything was fine and he made it back here safe and sound. A couple days later, the manager called me and he told me he was sorry for what had happened and that they were going to take care of the whole situation. And we discussed a few different ways of how we could go about getting it fixed. And I told them if they didn't mind, we would just take care of it in our own shop and then just kind of send them the bill, and they were fine with that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can't get this fuel cell out and then get it shipped off so we can get it fixed. The bucket doesn't quite fit directly underneath the drain spout because of the tires in the way. So what I'm going to do is try to get a funnel, see if I can't get it in there and start draining this fuel. Clearly this is not going to work, but I think I got a solution for this. Hold on, check this out. All we got to do now is go through and take out every one of these screws and then open up that panel, and there should be a fuel line in there, maybe like a wire or a ground or something for the gauge, and then hopefully it'll just pull right out the front, but we'll see. Now, either this is a super cheap bit or those are super hard screws, one or the other, but I got a solution for this. So what we got here is it's like an impact screwdriver. You just put this on the screw that's causing your problems, and it'll twist and hopefully break the screw instead of my bit like last time. All right, so now that all the screws are out and that battle's over, I'm going to take off this inspection panel here, and underneath it should be the ground wire for the fuel gauge and a connection point for the fuel line. So we'll go ahead and take that panel off now, and we'll take a look, see what we got. Once I got the inspection panel out of the way, I started looking, and the only thing that I seen under here was this fuel line. So we'll just go ahead and start getting this taken off, and hopefully that's it. So now that we got the fuel line off and out of the way, I figured I'd probably better grab one of these little putty knives here and just kind of go all the way around the perimeter, making sure that there was no old glue or anything that was going to hold this tank back as I was trying to remove it from the wing. So that's what I'm doing now. think I got everything loose. So, see if we can get this tank out. Hopefully, I'm hoping that it can just pull it straight out instead of having to fight it, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's hope for the best. So you remember when I said that underneath that inspection panel should be a fitting and then a ground for the fuel gauge? Well, it turns out it's on the back side of the tank, and that's what is keeping me from pulling it out. So I just got to take that off, and hopefully it'll just slide right out. All right, so let's try this one more time. I think it'll just slide right out this time, but. All right, so now that we got that out, all we gotta do is put this thing in a box, wrap it up nice and good, and get it sent out. Hopefully they don't have to reskin it or anything. Hopefully they can just get this dent out and get it back to us so we get this thing back in the air, but I guess we'll find out when they get it. So I'll keep you guys posted.